Turn the page. Backbone. The next part is our backbone. Do you know which part is called backbone? Obviously, you know that. So, the next part is backbone. See the picture of backbone. This is the backbone. The backbone is also known as vertebral column or the spine. It consists of 32 irregularly shaped small bones called the vertebra. So this is backbone. So vertebra are placed one above the other to make a vertebral column. These bones makes a strong framework which protects the spinal cord. The vertebral column enables us to stand upright and maintain the balance. So, this backbone enables us to straight upright and maintain balance of the body. Clear? The next one is rib cage. So, next major bone is rib cage. This is the picture of a rib cage. See here. So, the parts are ribs and sternums. Can you see this? Next, rib cage or the chest bone is present in the chest region. It consists of 24 bones. So, how many bones it consists of? It consists of 24 bones. Known as ribs, arranged in 12 pairs. So, how many pairs it's arranged in? 12 pairs. So, ribs are thin, flat and curved bones. See, these are curved bones. They form a protective cage around the heart. So, it works as a protective cage around the heart and the lungs called the rib cage. So, the rib are joined to the sternum in the front and to the back bone at the back. Sternum is a long flat bone present in the front of the chest region. Apart from protecting the heart and the lungs, the rib cage also provides supports in respiration. So, this rib cage is also provides supports for the respiration also. And the last bone is jawbone. So, this is the jawbone. See here. The jawbone or the bone of the lower jaw is one of the 14 bones of the facial structure. So, this is the one of the 14 bones of the facial structure, and this is U-shaped bone is the strongest and the largest bone of the skull. So this is the largest and the strongest bone of the skull. So it holds the teeth of the lower jaw. It is the only movable bone of the skull and helps us to eat and speak. So this jawbone is movable bone of the skull and it helps us to eat and speak. Clear? Now you should have understood the skull. This is skull. The major bones are skull, forelimbs, hind limbs, backbone, rib cage and jawbone. Clear? Next, importance of bones. So what is the importance? See. The page number 12, the bones are an important component of the skeletal system as they provide a framework around which the body is built. So, besides providing shape to the body, bone performs various other functions. Some reasons why bones are important to the body are as follows. So, why the bones are very important to our human body? Let's see. The first one is protection. Bones protects the delicate internal organs of the body. For example, skulls protects brain and rib cage protects lungs and the heart. So, what is the use of a bone? It protects the internal organs. For example, skull protects the brain. Skull is a major bone and rib cage protects the lungs and the heart. That's why we need a bone. Next one is support. So, and also gives supports to the body. Bones provides attachment point for muscles and other tissues. So, what is the use? They attach points for muscles and other tissues. Bones of legs and vertebral column hold up the body. Nearly all organs are supported by bones in one or the other way. Next one is movement. Movement of bones is very important. important. Different voluntary movements are performed due to the combined actions of skeletal system, bones and joints. And next one is production of blood cells. Red blood cells and the white blood cells are produced by a jelly-like substance called bone marrow present inside the bone. Next one is mineral storage. So bones store minerals like calcium, phosphorus and helps in maintaining the level of these minerals inside the body. So what is the importance of the body? It protects, it gives support and it gives movement to do different voluntary movements and its production of blood cells and mineral storage. So these are the importance of the bones. Next point comes to joints. So already we know 4 types of joints are there. Let's see page number 13. The places where 2 or more bones meet or join together are called joints. So the place where 2 bones meet together is called a joint. For example, see our hand. Here the 2 bones are joined together, so it's called joint. The bones are held together at joint by strong tissues called ligament. It is due to the presence of the joint that can be bent and move different parts of our body. So because of the joints only we can move our body parts easily. So what are the types of joints? Let's see. Joints are of 2 types, that is one is movable and one is immovable. So most of the joints are movable except the joints in the tooth socket and in the skull. So many joints are movable but only the tooth socket and the skull bones are immovable. So there are 4 types of movable joints. What are they? The hinge joints, ball and socket joints, pivot joints and gliding joints. These are the 4 joints. So the first one is hinge joints. So see the picture of hinge joints. See, this is the picture of hinge joints. Can you see the picture? Yeah. So this is hinge joints. Hinge joints allows back and forth movement in one direction only. So this joints only it moves in one direction. Similarly to the hinges of the doors, bones in the elbow, knees, toes and fingers have hinge joints. So these hinge joints where it is present at the elbows, knees, toes and fingers. Here the hinge joints are present. Okay. Next. So after hinge joints it's ball and socket joint. So here it is. See the picture of ball and socket joint. So this is the picture of ball and socket. The ball-like end one bone fit into the cup-like cavity of the other bone. It allows movement in all directions. So this ball and socket joints it moves in all direction. Shoulder and hip joints are of these types. So what are the joints? Shoulder and hip joints are the ball and socket joints. So hinge joints only moves in one direction but this allows movement in all direction. And the next one is pivot joint. See here the pivot joint. It is the between head and the neck. So pivot joint, see here the picture. Pivot joint allows rotation only. In this joint, the rounded surface of one ball fits into a ring formed by the other bone joint between the neck and the head is a pivot joint. So this joint allows only rotation. Clear? The next one, gliding joint. See, this is the picture of gliding joints. This is the joint. Gliding joint allows the bones to glide over each other. Bones of wrist and ankle have gliding joints. So this joint is there between wrist and ankle.